Welcome back. The news in full. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi inaugurated on Wednesday the new secured and smart documents complex at Cairo Ain Sokhna Highway, accompanied by a number of officials and ministers. During the inauguration, President Sisi praised efforts exerted to establish the huge complex and asserted that the project goes along within the state's plan to digitalize all government services. The president reiterated that data and information are treasures and stressed the importance of preserving them, a matter that helps in pushing forward the country's development process. More details in the following report.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi inaugurated on Wednesday the new Security and Smart Documents Complex on Ain Sokhna Highway, accompanied by a number of officials and ministers. During the inauguration, President el-Sisi praised efforts exerted to establish the huge complex and asserted that the project goes along within the state's plan to digitalize all government services. The president reiterated that data and information are treasures and stressed the importance of preserving them, a matter, as he said, that helps in pushing forward the country's development process. Talking on the issue of the Ethiopian dam, President Sisi affirmed that Egypt respects other countries' rights to achieve development, but never permits any aggression on its water rights. In this regard, the president called on citizens to rationalize their water usages during the coming period. Also, he pointed out that the state is planning to establish new water plants serving remote areas and new water networks that serve all cities across the country, according to the international standards. The head of state said that Egypt had faced several challenges during the past period and was capable to deal successfully with them. Meanwhile, the president paid an inspective tour for several sections of the Smart and Secure Documents Complex, where he listened to brief explanations for the technical and mechanical work of these divisions. The Security and Smart Document Complex is equipped to provide data both in Arabic and English and provides the state sectors with statistics and appropriate reports. The complex also aims at supporting government's digital transformation services and includes manufacturing smart cards and unified service cards.
Earlier on Tuesday, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi confirmed that the climate change is considered one of the highest challenges that cause huge losses to the African continent, which results in severe weather conditions, especially water scarcity in some countries, including Egypt, in a manner that threatens the future of African people and affect their security and stability. During his participation in a video conference of high-level meeting organized by the African Development Bank, President el-Sisi stressed the significance of enhancing the climate change finance, which is offered by developed countries to developing ones for the sake of adaptation and building capacity to face the climate change's negative effects. The head of state asserted that Egypt is abide by all efforts to adapt with the climate change at the domestic, regional, and international levels. The president also elaborated that enhancing efforts at the domestic level can be realized through forming an integrated national strategy on climate change, depending on adaptation as a key axis. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry arrived in Lebanon, where he was received by Lebanese Prime President Michel Aoun at Baabda Palace in Beirut. Shoukry delivered a message from President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi to his Lebanese counterpart, which asserted Egypt's support to Lebanon's people and government to reach a settlement for the current political conflict and forming new government capable of meeting needs of Lebanese people. Meanwhile, Shoukry held a joint press conference with his Lebanese counterpart, Sherbel Wahba, following their meeting. The two top diplomats' talks tackled the latest developments in Lebanon and several regional and international issues of mutual concern. Egypt reported 778 new coronavirus infections, bringing the total number of cases to 206,510 people since the outbreak hit the country in mid-February last year. The health ministry also reported 43 new deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 12,253. The ministry added that 432 patients were discharged from hospitals, raising the number of those who have recovered to 157,006 people.